well for the next session. Okay, any questions? Wow, no questions, okay. This is pretty good. Oh, there's one. You just have to ask one, huh? Okay.
Mayor, with the Eki crater being like the second wettest place on the earth, and that all the streams are dry, and our most important stream is Honolua. It's Honolua stream.
With Eki crater being the second wettest spot next to Waialeale, and all our streams are dry, a little bit at Kakaloa and Honokahau, a little bit comes out to Kumehami. But we really need the stream restored to make that reef, try and regrow the reef. The reef is dying at a dramatic rate. And do you feel that we'll be able to get our waters flowing in our streams again in West Maui?
Well, I certainly hope so. We have done some stream, authorized stream studies for East Maui and for part of West Maui and Central. So the Navai Eha stream studies are going to proceed, if they haven't already started, to look at restoring the waters into the streams in the Wailuku area. And I think we have Kalaula stream study also going on. But we need to expand that to all of our streams, and even some where people don't know the names of them, that used to support the lo'i and traditional agricultural practices of Hawaiians. We need to get those waters restored and all over the island. And I think the council started this when I was still on the council. We were very much supportive of this. We will continue to do that. I know the council is, I will. We have, I think, a good water person in Jeff Ng, who's the director of water supply right now, the department. And he is committed to the people and to the stream restoration thing. He wants it in his department. We had it split up with economic development before and some in water. Now it's all in the water department so that they can oversee all of the stream flow studies. So I think that's a real good sign, and we will work toward that, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You have a question?
Another thing I want to ask you, Mayor. You know, Honolua is known to be where tourists comes in and snorkel a lot. Okay, my concern is, what is the catamarans doing in the bay when the tourists are snorkeling? To me, it's dangerous. They say save the environment down there, the corals and everything. But if you go out there, you find all these catamarans out there. I remember back in the 60s, the boat used to park outside and the people used to swim on the inside. That is what ruined the coral too. You can look into that, we'll be all set.
Yeah, I think one of the other things too is acquiring the property is just one step. What has to happen then is a management plan for the area. And whatever happens on the land impacts the ocean. So that the management plan has to start from the land side and then go all the way into the ocean and the reefs and whatever. So through that management plan is when you would start looking at regulating how many boats can be there at a time and where they are. Because you don't want people anchoring all over the reef because they destroy the reef. So that management plan is very critical. So the work doesn't stop once we acquire the land. It sort of starts then. So it's very important, but very great question. Thank you.
My main question would have to go back to the stream. I believe I read it someplace, if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere in the Hawaii Revised Statutes, that any river is a natural resource. The only way that that river can, or stream, or any natural resource can be diverted is if the person who's diverting it owns that natural resource, the source of it. Is there a way that you guys might have been looking into it to find out who owns the source, instead of Maui Pine saying, I'm gonna put a dam here and I'm gonna divert the water to wherever it's being diverted to, but on top of that, I'm gonna lie to the community and say, no, I'm not diverting it. Has there been any research done proving who owns it?
The research is in what's called the public trust doctrine. And the public trust doctrine says that the water resources belong to everyone. No one person can control it.
Okay.
So a person who says they own a stream or owns the water, they don't.
Okay, so with that being said, why is it that the dam or the Honolua stream, along with the 33 plus rivers on the west side alone, is still being cut off? I mean, Honolua stream produces an average of 5 million gallons a year. Where is all that water going? Oh, a day. Where is all that water going? You know, we get Maui Pine telling us they're not doing it. We get people that's been up there and they can see the diversion.
Yes, and this is why those stream studies are very important, because from the stream studies, they can tell you what is supposed to be in those streams so that the water resources are utilized the way they should be utilized. I mean, the Hawaiians diverted the streams.
Well, yeah, but technically, if you look at it, Miss Marian, I don't mean to get off on the wrong foot or make this sound offensive to anybody, but if you look at it, yeah, the Hawaiians diverted the water, but at the same time, they made sure that that river had enough water to sustain not only itself, everybody that lived alongside that river, on top of that, sustained the ocean. So why is it that so many years gonna go by where the river gonna get cut off, everybody knows what's going on, and yet the county, not saying you, the county in general, hold the power to say, you know, whether or not that can be changed.
Yeah, that's why the streams, when I go back to the stream studies again, that's why they are so important, because they go through historically what was used in this by the people who lived along the stream for their agricultural uses or whatever, how much is needed to maintain the life or to restore the life, the ecosystem that all those streams had. So right now it's like that has to be done so that there is a relationship between a regulation that now is going to, you know, come up based on whatever the stream studies tell us. So that's happening point by point or stream by stream, you know, East Maui, Central Maui, West Maui. So we'll get around to doing that. The stream studies and all of that, what goes back in the stream, we have to work with the state because it does come under the State Water Resources Commission as far as the surface water. Now in fact, we didn't get a ruling yet, right? We petitioned the State Water Resources Commission to designate the surface water as in the Iao area or in the Wailuku area as a special management area. So not just the groundwater, but also the surface water. They're still, I think, doing their staff work on it. But we did petition them. I testified at that. The water director testified, and I think some council members too testified in support of having the State Water Resources Commission designate surface water as a resource to be managed by the State Water Resources Commission. So that would help us to get some of those studies done and to get the streams restored where they should be. Yes. Okay.